Do you people live on that concept that no study, no doubt? Hmm? More study, more doubts. Less study, less doubts. No study, no doubt at all. Do you people live on that? Or you're like, okay, we understood everything and then we don't have any doubts. That is the case? I hope that is the case. Okay, and currently which chapter is going on in your school, students, in biology?
Ma'am, control and coordination.
Oh, control and coordination. And which topic in it?
We started animal hormones.
Animal hormones. Okay. All right. Okay. So, in the previous class, we had discussed about the fact, what is the last line you people have written in your notebooks? But you people have completed, right? Hmm. Anyway, so we did discuss this very particular fact that the growth independent movements, which we call as the nastic movements, they are much, much faster when you compare them to the growth related movements that are the tropic movements. Why? Because the nastic movements, they show a very quicker response. But if you compare them to the tropic movements, they will not show a quicker response. Now, the movement of sensitive plant to touch is very quick. We know that, right? Such as the touch me not plant. What is the scientific name of touch me not plant? First of all, everyone, please switch on your videos. I'll not ask it again and keep it on until I ask you to switch it off. Everyone in the class, without any exception. All of you, switch on your videos. Yeah, so who can tell me the scientific name of touch me not plant?
Mimosa pudica.
Mimosa pudica, exactly. So when you see the movement of Mimosa pudica, you know that the movement is extremely faster as compared to if you see a plant growing or sunflower facing the sun. So that is why all in all, we can say that the nastic movements, they are much faster as compared to the tropic movements. Now, just like how we discussed animal hormones, now we have to discuss plant hormones because we know that hormones are extremely important, whether in the case of plants or animals, for any kind of coordination activity to take place. So, plant hormones, they are also known as, just one second, phytohormones. Yes, uh, whole chapter,
No, till asexual reproduction.
asexual reproduction. Okay. Students, how many of you have how do organisms reproduce chapter coming in your exams? Raise your hand. One second. Okay, so for Fazan, it is there. And Fazan, till what portion is it coming?
The full chapter.
The full chapter is coming. So the
Yes.
first three chapters are coming in your exam. The life processes, control and coordination, and how do organisms reproduce.
No, the first two chapters and our environment.
Huh?
The
The
first two
first,
chapters and our environment.
the first two chapters. So the first chapter is life processes, right?
Yes.
The next one is control and coordination.
Yes.
Then our environment is coming.
Yes.
But where is how do organisms reproduce?
That's, I think, later.
That's,
That's for later, I think.
but I'm asking for how do organisms reproduce?
We did not study that in school yet.
So that is what I'm asking. Is it coming in the exam or not? So you said it's coming.
No, it's not coming.
Okay. Please pay attention to the class. All right, Galvin, is it coming in yours also?
Yes, ma'am.
Till what part?
Ma'am, till sexual reproduction.
till sexual reproduction. Okay, so for
Yes, ma'am.
only 2 students, what about the rest of you? Ibad, is it coming in your exam? No?
No.
All right. Okay, we'll see. Only 2 of you have that particular exam. Oh, sorry, topic coming in your second.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, will the like brain diagram come for the drawing or just for the labeling?
Brain diagram, labeling.
Labeling.
Mo- yeah, mostly it will come for labeling, but for just in case, you should practice it too. A rough practice, you do it. Okay, you don't have to make it very artistic way, but labelings you should know all the
Oh,
labels.
okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll see about the next chapter. First, let us complete this revision. So, talking about the phytohormones. Also, students, have I done the chapter life processes with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just for the new students, it hasn't been done, isn't it? Okay. So, all right. So, talking about the case of phytohormones. Phytohormones, the word phyto refers to plants. And hormones, you people all already know that hormones are non-nutrient chemicals, meaning they are not required in terms of nutrition aspect, just like how we require carbohydrates, proteins, and all of these things. But phytohormones or any hormones in general are not required for nutritional aspect. Rather, they are required for different bodily aspects. Now, these plant hormones, they are synthesized away from where they act. Okay, they are not synthesized exactly at that point where they will act. So, to move from where they need to act, they are diffused to the area of action. Okay, how they are carried? By diffusion. Talking about the hormones, so they are non-nutrient chemicals synthesized by the plants for the process of coordination. The plants require these hormones for coordination process. Now, talking about what are the different kinds of plant hormones. So, auxin, gibberellin, or you can also call it as gibberellic acid. Then there is cytokinin and abscisic acid, along with ethylene, which is a gaseous hormone. The only hormone in the case of plants that is gaseous in nature, a gas hormone, that is ethylene. Rest, all of the others are not gaseous. Now, the first one, that is auxin. See, the out of all the hormones, auxin and cytokinin are extremely important. Now, auxin is responsible for the overall growth of the plant. So, what happens is that whenever the light is detected, see, if this is the tip of the stem, so when the sunlight comes at this particular point, then auxin from this point moves to the point wherein the light is not hitting, meaning it moves backwards wherein the light does not touch the tip of the stem directly, and then they start synthesizing more and more auxin. Now this helps the cell to grow longer. So whenever the light is coming from one side, the auxins are synthesized towards the shady side. Shady means the one that is not getting directly illuminated by the light. Illuminated, you people understand? Being lit up, right? So at that point, meaning it goes at the point where the sunlight is not hitting directly, and it starts the process of division over there. So because of which the plant which was like straight, it starts moving towards, or you can say bending towards the light. So this causes the plant to bend towards the light because of cell division. Then comes gibberellin, so gibberellic acid. So they help in the growth of the stem just like auxin. Their function is just like auxin's function. Okay, meaning they'll also help in the process of cell division and cell growth, the overall growth of the plant. Then comes cytokinin. See, the word cytokinin comes from the word cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means cell division. So the hormone which is responsible for cell division is cytokinin, and it promotes cell division. Now, this one is present in great concentration in all of those areas of the plants that require excessive, you can say, constant growth, such as the fruits, the seeds. They are mostly required in the growing areas of the plant. Okay, seed, the seed is always growing. Then only it germinates and all of these things happen. So cytokinins, they are present in great concentration in areas where there is cell division required. So now, all in all, up until now, we have seen three hormones: auxin, gibberellin, and cytokinin. And do you see that their common function is growth, isn't it? In terms of cell division and in terms of growth. So we'll call these three hormones as plant growth promoters. They promote the growth of the plant. They cause the plant to grow longer. They cause it to have cell division. So they are plant growth promoters. Then comes the last hormone, that is abscisic acid. Now, this one is the hormone which is also known as stress hormone. The stress hormone of the plant is known as abscisic acid. And what does it do? It stops the growth of the plant. It causes wilting of leaves. Now, you might have seen, students, that when you don't water the plant for a period of time, you'll see that the leaves, they start bending, they start drooping down, right? Have you seen a droopy plant? It is like a very sad droopy plant, meaning because it's, you can say, deprived of nutrition, right? So in that plant, to save itself from dying, abscisic acid is released so that it will cause the drooping of the leaves. So we'll say that abscisic acid is a plant growth inhibitor. And many a times when the plant has, you can say, completed its life cycle or lifespan, then abscisic acid will be released in much more amount, which will take the plant to its old age. The old age in plants is called as senescence. So the abscisic acid will take the plant towards the senescence. And we know that it is a stress hormone. So only the abscisic acid is the plant growth inhibitor. Rest all the three hormones are plant growth promoters. Any doubts? This phytohormones is clear to everyone? Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, now those of you who have not written it down, you can note it down, and basically this chapter is over. Okay, so now just let me check which chapter shall I start next. Which chapter should I start next, students? Should I do the
Reproduction.
revision? Reproduction.
Ma'am, R environment, please.
Our environment.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have our environment coming in your exam.
Ma'am, no, it is
Not for
not coming,
me.
but can you like repeat?
You want me to start that chapter? Okay, let me just check with the team and I'll ask them which chapter should I be starting. That depends on your syllabus, students, right? Some of you, like, I think two of you have our environment and two of you have how do organisms reproduce, right? Okay. You
Yes.
people note down. I'll let you know which chapter I'm starting. And Faizan, please note down, okay?
Yes. I'm noting down.
Also, students, can you please quickly tell me when do you people have your science exam? Maha, can you
Ma'am,
tell me yours? Hmm?
the dates are not really official yet, but we know that the exams are gonna start on October 17.
It's not official, but approximately October 17th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Galvin, do you know yours?
Yes, ma'am. It's on the 17th
17th what?
September this month.
17th September. And yours, Maha, Maha, what did you say?
Ma'am, I said 17 October.
17th October. Okay. So, like, in this month, you don't have any exam, Maha?
No.
Okay. And, okay, Harshit, tell me yours.
23rd September, ma'am.
23rd September.
Yes, ma'am.
And your portion is life processes, control and coordination, and
Ma'am, that was just 2 chapters are coming.
just two chapters. Okay. And Faizan, can you tell me yours?
On 29th September.
29th September. And what is your portion?
Life processes, control and coordination, and our environment.
Okay. And for Maha and Galvin, your portion is life processes, control and coordination. How do organisms reproduce, right?
Yes, ma'am. In how do animals reproduce? It's
Hmm.
still asexual reproduction only.
Till asexual reproduction. Okay. And Galvin, yours is still sexual reproduction.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the first two chapters are common for every single person in the class, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Done, students?
Yes.
Ibad, you're also done?
Yes.
Done, students?
Yes.
Also, yes, one more thing. For those of you who was asking me to start how do organisms reproduce, and for those of you who were asking me to start control and coordination, don't worry about it. The chapter will get completed before your exams. So extra classes will be taken for specifically you people. Okay. And I'll start the revision of life processes only because these two chapters are confirmed for everyone's test. Okay, students?
Okay, ma'am.
Done, students? Students, are you done?
Yes.
Done, students?
Yes.
Okay, everyone's done, right? The last two lines, done, and then we start the chapter.
Teacher done.
All right. Okay. So, did you people have any doubts, any difficulties up until now?
Teacher, what is promote cell growth?
Promote cell growth. Promoting.
Yes.
See, to promote something is to cause it to happen. And cell growth is how the cell divides. And when the cell divides, new cells are added. So the plant's height or plant's breadth, it grows when the cell division takes place. So cell growth in terms of size, cell growth in terms of number. So that to promote it means to cause it to happen. Clear? Hmm?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we'll be doing the revision. And for those of you who are new in the batch, so this will be the first time for you studying this chapter. And for those of you who have done this chapter with me, so this chapter will be a revision for you. So now we're going to start the life processes chapter. I think only 4 minutes are left for the class to be over. So let's just take an overview. Okay, all of you come back, switch on your videos. Quickly, the class is about to get over. All right. So when we talk about life processes, so all of us know that these are the variety, not just one, but variety or several different kinds of processes that are done in our body and also in the plant's body, meaning in any organism's body to keep that organism alive. So as to keep the organism sustained and living, that is known as the life processes. Now, all of us know that to do any kind of work, for example, breathing is a life process, right? For example, digestion is a life process. Circulation in the body is also a life process. So, to do any kind of these works or any kind of processes such as breathing, digestion, respiration, circulation, all of these things require energy, right? And where do we get the energy from? We get it from the food that we eat, right? All of us, like, we eat to get the energy from the food. But we almost have forgotten that point that we get energy from the food. We eat for energy, but we mostly eat for taste, isn't it? We're like, oh, that sounds tasty. So we'll eat that. But we never care about how much of energy we're going to get. So basically, all in all, the nutrition that we get, that is required, extremely important for the life processes to take place. Now we know that organisms, depending upon the number of cells in their body, they are of two types: unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Now, unicellular organisms, they are those organisms that are made up of just one cell. Whereas when we talk about multicellular organisms, so they are made up of more than one cells, multiple cells. Now, in terms of being advanced, so we can say that unicellular, they are primitive organisms. In them, only one cell is their entire structure, and that one cell is responsible for performing every single thing that they require in terms of nutrition, in terms of respiration, every single thing that one particular cell is doing. But multicellular organisms, they have several different kinds of cells, And all of these cells, they form tissues, they form organ, they form organ system. So they have variety of functions divided or distributed. Got it? Now, in the case of unicellular organisms, their nutrition takes place by a very simple mechanism, that is diffusion. Now, I think all of you know about diffusion, isn't it? It is the movement of substances from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration through the semi-permeable membrane. This definition should be on the tip of your tongues, no matter in which class you go to. Right? I teach you all, but I